to Let's Learn series on Childworld Initiative Channel. I am Senami. We will be learning notation of decimal numbers. Notation of decimal numbers. Let's go to the board. As you can see, notation of decimal numbers. Again, notation of decimal numbers. Have you ever wondered what decimal numbers are? Decimal numbers are numbers with decimal points. Decimal numbers are numbers with decimal points. For example, if I have my number 2.4, my number 2.4, my number on the left is my number 2, and it is described as my whole number. The number on the right is my number 4, and it is described as my decimal fraction. All together is a decimal number. Another example is 31.25. Now, I am having two numbers on the left, my whole number, then two numbers on the right, my decimal fraction. This tells me that it is a decimal number because it has a decimal point. But the number on the left, which is 31, together is seen as a single identity. My number on the right are seen individually as a single identity. So this is 31.25, not 31.25. It is 31.25 because 25, the numbers there are decimal fractions because they are part of a whole. Another example, I have 478.299. Okay, this is a decimal number. This is a decimal number. The number on my left is seen as my whole number. The one on my right is my decimal fraction. I have told you that these together are put together as a single identity. That is 478. 478 together is 478. Points, they are separated by decimal points. The number on my right, my decimal fraction, is 299. They are each seen as a single identity. To call this number, I will say 478.299. Again, 478.299. Again, 478.299. So, what do we now mean by notation of these decimal numbers? How do we find the notation of these decimal numbers? We are going to be filling each of these numbers into this chart. But first, I want you to look at the board. We have some words written. This is decimal points. Decimal points. This is our tenths, hundredths, thousands. That is the position for the decimal fraction. Then the position for the whole number, I have my units, tenths, hundred. I'll come again. This is my decimal point in between. Then on my right, I have my tenths, the first number, the second number, hundredths, the third number, thousand. Then on my left, which is the position for my whole number, I have my units, tenths, hundred. So let's fill it in. The first number, 2.4. 2.4. Let's write. Our decimal point will be here. That means our 2 will be here and our 4 will be here. Let's write 2.4. So tell me, what is The notation of our number 2, units. Exactly. A decimal point in between, and the notation of our number 4 is pence. Let's fill the next number, 31.25. 31.25. That is 31.25. Wow, 31.25. The notation of my number 1 here is units. My number 3 here is tenths. Then the decimal point separates them. I have my pence. My number 2 here is pence. Number 5 here is on hundreds. Hundreds. It has THS. THS. Then hundreds. The last number there is 478.299. 478.299. Let's fill it. 478.299. That is 478.299. I have 3 numbers on my left, the whole number, and 3 numbers on my right, the decimal fractions. Altogether, as I said, is a decimal number. So the notation for my number 8 is units. The notation for my number 7 is pence, then 100. Separated by decimal points. The notation for my number 2, that is the first number immediately after the decimal point, is pence. The second number after the decimal point is 9, and it is 100. 100. The last number here after the decimal point is thousands, and which is the third number. That tells me that I could have more numbers, but they would have different notation. And I could also have more numbers on my left, and they also have different notation. But for now, this is where we would stop. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it, but do not forget I said decimal numbers are numbers with a decimal point, and we were able to give the notation of these numbers. I said the number, we have a decimal point, we have the whole number on the left and the decimal fractions on the right. And I said you call the whole numbers on the left together as one single identity, but the one on the right, you call them each as an individual identity. Yeah, that was amazing, isn't it? And I want you to try it, okay? All right. Thank you very much for watching. And please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and of course, your comments are welcome. It was nice being here. I am Senami. Bye-bye.